What up? I'm back again. You're probably wondering what happened to me. Well, I had an accident, so I had to take a break off for a while. But I had to come back on today before I done got my little mouth. I got up this morning, I saw some things that I really didn't want to see, which was the disaster of September 11, 2001. You know, that bothered me so much, I said I gotta go on here and do a little bit of talking today. There was so many wrong things about it to this day. You know, my problem is what America has become. It's wrong, it's bad, it's not right, especially for different families. It's starting to irritate me a lot, the things that's being accepted by the United States of America that I never thought I would see accepted by a country like this. You know, I sit there and I start thinking about the United States of America has become one of those deadbeat dads, like a sorry daddy that decided to run off on his kids and then try to deal with the kids after they become somebody. Or one of those sorry daddies that run up the mama's butt and then when she had her kids and times get a little tight or a little hard, decide to run off. Or that sorry daddy that get a little money, or they got a little money so they get with the woman, act like they're gonna treat her like this and protect her, and they can afford all this power, housing, and other things for her. And the next thing you know, they run off and send her back to the streets or to the men that was mistreating her in the first place. That's what I see the United States of America has become in the year 2021. So you ask me, you know, why do I say this? Well, the United States, before it was developed, it had a poor daddy, Great Britain. America's daddy was Great Britain. And Great Britain was mistreating its little baby, America, that was being developed at the time. And as America grew up, it started to fight its daddy, Great Britain, back. And it got away from this messed up, greedy dad and developed and started to be on his own. So then as America started to be on its own, it started to do little crazy things. And so I'm not going to talk about all the things, but I'm going to talk about 2021. Because 2021 is what pissed me off. The first thing with 2021 that I'm going to talk about today that really pissed me off is this whole situation of the president decided to make Juneteenth a national holiday. A foolish, foolish day, a foolish, foolish thing. Juneteenth is not a good thing. This is about Americans mistreating Americans. Slavery was ended. And they carried it on for 2 years in Texas. This is what Juneteenth is about. When these people realized they wasn't slaves no more, but they had already suffered for 2 years. You know how many people died in that 2 years? You know how many people got beat in that 2 years? You know how many crooks got over on those 2 years? How many people got raped in that 2 years? Juneteenth ain't sweet. It don't need to be a holiday. It needs to be a type of a recognition of what can happen if you don't pay attention. What can happen if you're not involved. So you make Juneteenth a holiday, but September 11th is not a holiday. September 11th needs to be a holiday because September 11th was a massacre in the United States of America. The first time that we really experienced war outside of the Civil War. And we never experienced it to this magnitude. Did you watch those airplanes crash into those buildings? That was horrible. You know, when I saw this come on, I stood at attention. It made me feel like I was in the military again. I was ready to attack and support. And this is a long time ago, 20 years ago. I stood there and watched that. And after one building already been smashed, you watch another airplane fly into this next building and smash into that one. And so you looking at it, and a lot of civilians don't pay attention to what the magnitude of what that is. They don't see what that really is. It's not just airplanes crashing into a building. It's not just airplanes hitting these people as it goes through this building. No. It's deeper than that. Think about it. Let's go all the way to 9/11. What's that? That's the national emergency number, 911. So this occurred on 911. First of all, that's the slap in the face from the attackers. Second of all, when this happening, these people are on these airplanes. You got babies on the airplane. You got women on the airplane, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, cousins. All these people are on the plane, and planes house hundreds of people when they flying through the air. So imagine, these people got on these planes, and when them planes got in the air, they held these people hostage. Imagine you sitting there in that chair, and you scared, because these people got M16s, AR-15s, AKs, handguns, or whatever they had. And they pull these guns out. Or might have had somebody on there with a vest on as a bomb. And these people all sitting there. And for whatever reason, they either cooperated or they tried to fight back and got killed. We don't know what happened on the plane. But either way, imagine you being on that airplane. Imagine when that started. You lucky I wasn't on the plane, because even if somebody was on there with a bomb jacket on, I'm gonna go for mine. I can't be the one to sit there and let you do it. But everybody ain't like that. Everybody don't think like that. Some people probably pooped on themselves while they sitting on that plane, not knowing what is their fate. And what happened? They crashed right into these towers full of thousands of people. Thousands of people that got up. Think about that. These people got up in the morning, brushed their teeth, took a shower, put their clothes on, and went to work like a regular work day. They may have left their family at home, or their family went to another job, and they went to their job like they do every day, and they never came back. These people never came back. And some came back traumatized. And you sitting at your desk. Imagine sitting at your desk, and the next thing you know, you dead. Imagine sitting at your desk, and the next thing you know, you look up, and you can't believe it. You see an airplane coming towards you, and you dead. Imagine you sitting at your desk, and you heard a big rumbling, and then the ceiling came down on you. Imagine sitting at your desk, and the fire alarm went off, and you upstairs over the fire, and the fire rush up there to you. All you see is a ball of smoke and fire out your window. Imagine sitting at your desk, and you in the middle of the hotel, of the job, the World Trade Center, and you hear this big rumble, the fire alarm come on, and you trying to get out the building, and the next thing you know, the building collapsed on you, and you dead. Imagine sitting at your desk, and you heard that fire alarm come on, and you got down the stairs, and you running down the stairwell, and the next thing you know, you can't run no further. It's collapsed in front of you and behind you, and you stuck in that stairwell until it collapsed on you, or a fire burned you up. Or you burn up because it's so hot in there from the fire outside of there. Or the smoke choke you out. Imagine sitting at your desk and you make it out. You got out the door and a brick fell and hit you in your head and killed you. Imagine sitting at your desk and you made it out that door and you made it down the street and then you couldn't go no further because you was hurt and you fell out on the ground and then the building collapsed on you some more. Imagine sitting at your desk and you made it out that building. You made it into the ambulance. The ambulance was trying to get you out of there. And when the building decided to collapse even more, and that big half of that top of that building came down, falling down in the street, and it fell on the ambulance that you was in. Imagine sitting at your desk and you got out and the fireman or the policeman was helping you out and helping you get across the street and that building came down on top of you. Imagine all these different things. These are all different scenarios that happen to these people. Imagine being a block away and when that smoke came through, it destroyed your lungs. And 5 or 10 years later, you died because you was there at the World Trade Center when it collapsed and then collapsed again into the street, and that big cloud of smoke that was chasing everybody got into your lungs. A little worse than COVID, man. Imagine thinking about all of that. Imagine being in that first building that got hit and you was trying to make it out the second building and then that next plane came and crashed into that building and killed even more people. Or you was in the Pentagon when they evacuated the Pentagon and you might have been whoever and you just didn't make it out. You know, there are housekeepers. There are people that water the plants. There's all kind of people at the Pentagon, not just soldiers and governmental people. Imagine your family never came back home after 9/11. It was a setup. And so, when I'm looking at all of this, and you probably wonder why. Okay, he mentioned a little bit about being the sorry baby daddy, but what did he really mean? I gave you some examples, but I'm gonna wrap it up towards the end on why I said the United States has become one of the sorriest baby daddies. So after all of this occurred, Bush vowed to get the person responsible for this. The United States would make these people pay. Okay, I hear you. Bush passes it on to Obama. Obama goes over, let me back up, I'm messing up. Bush goes and destroys Saddam Hussein. Did he have something to do with it? I don't know. I don't got that much money. I'm not in the big politics like that. And I plan on never leaving the United States. I'm not an international traveler. So, Bush goes and destroys Saddam Hussein. Is that who we making pay, or did he back up the people that did it? I don't know. But I just know what Bush said on TV. He passes the reins to Barack Obama. Obama goes and had the Navy SEALs destroy Osama bin Laden. And they say Osama bin Laden was the ringleader of this whole thing. Okay. I can believe that because he seemed like a slime ball to me. First time I ever heard people saying that they killing medics and all of that stuff. So I'll run with that. I'll agree with the Osama bin Laden thing. I would have liked them to take a picture of him, do a video when they did whatever they was doing. Show me, because I don't know if you did it or not. But I'm a roll with what the government said they did. So, all right, Osama bin Laden gone. They say it was because of the Taliban. ISIS goes nuts. They let ISIS do whatever they're doing. And so, at that point, now, the Taliban is so-called supposed to be disbanded. ISIS is supposed to be disbanded. So, Obama passed it on to Donald Trump. Now Donald Trump all of a sudden is supposed to be pulling the troops out of Afghanistan. Why did we go to Afghanistan? You said you was going over there for democracy. You was going over there to straighten it out. So if the people was going to pay that destroyed these towers had people hanging off the side of buildings that you can't even see to the top of, and they died, they didn't live, imagine what they was feeling like hanging on the side of that building. What if that was you? Hanging on the side of the World Trade Center, really? You know, imagine hanging on the side of one of these little hotels that we think tall. The World Trade Center way taller than that. And then you just fall off of it. Or you hanging on there and just burn up and fall off. Your hands burning. You ever fell in your dream? These people fell in real life. They didn't wake up. They went to sleep. So, all of a sudden now, we supposed to be good in Afghanistan. We're going to start removing troops. Obama removed some. Donald Trump removed some. And what does Biden do? He basically had them run out like a mutt that you grab the mutt by his neck and he started screaming and you ain't even heard him. That's how he had those troops running out of there. And then the people hanging on the wheels of the plane and stuff. Like, when I saw that, I was a little behind on what was going on over there. So I had to start reading. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Why are we running out of there? Why are we agreeing with letting the Taliban do whatever they choose to do? Why does the Taliban even exist? If this happened to when I'm president, everybody that say anything about the Taliban in a positive manner to where that it's like you part of the Taliban, you're out. You don't exist. We're going to make you non-existent. You're going to become extinct. The Taliban should be extinct in 2001. 20 years ago, what they did, there's no reason for a Taliban to exist, let alone us recognize them as a country's leader. And then look how they even came in and did it. And then these people let them say who gonna go to the airport and who ain't. And now we on a rescue mission? Seriously? How did we come to a rescue mission from some people that attacked this country the way they did? What are we doing in America these days? And so let's back on up to the baby daddy thing. You went and you saved Afghanistan. Saved them. You was the hero. You saw the woman getting beat and you stopped the man from beating. You gave her all of your caressing. You turned her into a great place. You let her be somebody. And then you said, all right, bro, I'm out. She woke up and was like, where you going? Wait, he still live around the corner. He coming. He see you packing up, leaving. And you say, I don't care, I'm out. I already hooked you up, I'm gone. I don't care what y'all do. I told you how to do it, bye. You left your kids, everybody. That's why I said it's the biggest sorry baby daddy now. It's messed up. I watched this man tear this woman's signs off of her hair shop. Roll them up and stomp on them and spit on them. And you gonna tell me that these people not finna dog these women and children? You gonna tell me they getting back to their roots? Sorry, you can't tell me that. I got friends from India. I got friends from Pakistan. I know better. You shouldn't have went to Afghanistan if you wasn't going to destroy the Taliban, destroy ISIS, and make a change and support that change. You definitely should have went over there and had mass confusion like y'all showed us on TV. That's wrong for people that have to be hanging on the airplane wheels, falling out the air like those people was falling off the World Trade Center. I'm mad, I'm upset, and I'm embarrassed. I don't know what the United States government got going on. I don't know what the United States government doing. My advice to my people, go buy guns, go buy bullets. And since a lot of you people are irresponsible, also buy a safe. Put your guns in the safe, put your bullets in the safe, lock the safe, hide the key, or get a safe that don't have a key so that only you can open it with a code. And be prepared if something is to happen. Because what I'm being shown by my government is that they're not paying attention and they're getting real sloppy. And another thing, the reason I'm telling you that is for this video that I'm going to show you, where this idiot was let out of jail multiple times. And the police officer was pissed because his officers could have died by the hands of this person that should have been locked up for the rest of his life already. Luckily, they killed him. This shows the government is not doing what they're supposed to do. If you're spending money with them, they let the craziest things slide. I know people that's in prison that shouldn't be in prison. They're in prison for minor things. This dude was the worst, and he was out of prison. So, when you watch this video, don't look at it as black and white people. Look at it as cops and robbers. Good people and bad people. I'm sick of people taking up for these terrible people. The only thing that I don't like is I keep seeing people that look like me act like they don't care about life. Act like they have no clue what God is. They have no spirituality. So if you look like me, check the other person that look like you. Start making these people make better decisions. Act better in life. Because we have to change it from within. The prison can't change them. The system can't change them. The person next to them got to change them. I'm trying to change every single one that I come in contact with. I believe my channel might be growing because I do have people that want to function with me. I got people that want to start doing shows with me, and I might start doing that soon. But for now, tap somebody on the shoulder. Tell them who God is. Tap somebody on the shoulder. Tell them selling dope is ridiculous. Tell them stealing is ridiculous. Tell them raping is ridiculous. Tell them bullying is ridiculous. Get involved, people. Get involved. Quit being quiet. If you're scared, tell somebody else to get involved. Point them out. Don't be like what the United States is becoming. Because if you do, we never going to be able to get to the government to change the United States either. My people made a mistake in this last election. And when I say my people, I'm talking about you Americans. You made a mistake in this last election. Fix it. I can't believe all the things that's happened in less than a year. I'm not going to go through them, but I'm telling you, it's too many messed up things that done happened in less than a year. And it's getting worse. This is the BLONGshow. Keep checking me out. Make a move. Go do something. Tap somebody on the shoulder and straighten them out.